Okay, Shalom. Collective all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakadash. Okay, double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS. Salutation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect. Okay, this is an example of a tear. Okay, which is Matthew's, the 13th chapter. Okay, and there's many of them in the hood or in the so-called black communities, posing as black people. And some may actually may be openly posing as actual Israelites, But you have to be aware this is in the hood, man, And it's, again, these tears, when we use the Bible as a blueprint on an example that they're still around. Example is Yahushua calling, was it Herod calling him a fox? Here, let me grab that. Let me go in these scriptures here. And I'm going to let the scripture play here. You can see that, that spirit on him is off. You can see his spirit's off. Not a brotherly spirit. Again, don't be deceived by skin color. Because everybody with the same skin color is not the same nation. Which a lot of foolish jakes make that mistake. Like example, like IUIC and ISUPK, and it's pretty much judging a lot on the skin color, and a lot of the people of the world who ain't spiritual in the least bit, or aren't spiritual in the least bit, judge everything by skin color, and the scriptures clearly tell you it's it's the spirit that we're judging. I'm trying to see if I can find this scripture. I think it's I'm going to John. No, Romans. And come up there. Is Romans or John? Let's find it. Slack it. Oh, there we go. John 7:28. And actually another one just came in my head as well. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Okay? Let's see what appearance is. Because you know how we're judged pretty much on how we're dressed out there on those highways and the byways. And we're automatic, and the wicked automatically assume that we're bums, and poor, which we are in a lot of cases. I don't mind somebody consider me a bum or poor. I don't care, But that's what they do. They judge by their outwardly appearance, seeing sight, face, countenance, the outward appearance and look. Okay? And grab my Bible here. Grab this scripture. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to see if I can find this scripture real quick. Couple of these prescripts. And again, I'm referring to Romans. There's something in Romans that I'm just sticking in my head. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's one of the spirits that was on me heavily especially coming into this truth, that the spirit of reading people's spirits, because it was important at that time, and not judging motherfucker because of how they look, but the spirit. It was the spirit, and that spirit of is waking up and waking you up, and you're that spirit that you're consciously and unconsciously looking for a brother. That spirit is heavy, man. That spirit was heavy, and as it is now. But in the beginning, the spirit was heavy, man. That the spirit of discernment, just looking at an individual's eyes and being able to tell, man, that's a brother, man, that's a Jake, And before I even came to the highways and byways, there's a lot of athletes and entertainers. I knew it. I just knew it. And in some cases, even before then, before even receiving the truth in that before the Yahweh Shem Yahushua opened my mind to the actual truth, I was even looking at some of my favorite, like in motorsports, MotoGP, like the guy I mentioned is Valentino Rossi, the charisma, the millions and millions of followers. I just knew in my mind, and I was even making the comment and even saying, "Oh, that's a black man. That's a so-called black man." I was even doing that myself. And even, and my spirit was ignoring the color of his skin, which again looks just like a damn Edomite, man. And it's kind of funny when I was on Facebook, man. He even befriended me, man. That's kind of wild. But let me see if I can find the scripture here. Which Romans 8 and 14 says. I'm gonna read 12. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors not to the flesh, to live after the flesh. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. For as many as are led by the Spirit of the Most High, they are the sons of the Most High. I didn't know at that time. I didn't know. It's just, again, when my mind was open, finally, then it all made sense, especially to this point till now, we're maintaining that spirit, and not, again, because you don't like how someone looks and where they're from. We're maintaining the spirit. If that's an Israelite, it's an Israelite, And again, not all Israelites, like I said, are just the ones that receiving this truth. But still, at the same time, the Bible does mention they of Israel that are not Israel, meaning the other Israel. I spoke on that a lot the other days on the highways and the byways. Okay, it says, for ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Okay? So this is a spiritual thing, man, which is absolutely amazing. Just absolutely amazing. So let me get that here. So it's making disgusting sounds. Okay, let me see if I can see this, find it here. Okay, 2 Corinthians 10:7. Do ye look on things after the outward appearance? If any man trust to himself that he is anointed, let him of himself think this again, that as he is anointed, even so are we Mashiachs. For though I should boast somewhat more of an authority which the Lord have given us for edification and not for your destruction, I should not be ashamed. Hold on, give me a second here. Let me see, I'm still trying to find it. Okay. Oh, slack it. Because Yahushua knew of this demon, man. Luke. And behold, there in the last which shall be first, and there are first which shall be last. The same day there came a certain of the Pharisees, saying unto him, Get thee out and depart hence, for Herod will kill thee. And he said unto them, Go ye and tell that fox, Behold, I cast out devils, and I do cures today and tomorrow, and the third day I shall be perfected. He called him a fox. Go and tell that fox. Because Herod, whose mom was an Israelite, but his dad was an Edomite. What's fox?
Strong's G 258. Alopex.
A sly or crafty man, a sly, uncrafty man, a cunning person. He was posing as an Israelite. The king over the Israelites. Here, let me do this. Maybe I can do it in this video, maybe not. Just go into the history with Herod. Okay. Okay, okay, I'm gonna have to go to Google. That'll help me out better for this. But when he heard that Archelaus did reign in Judea in the room of his father Herod. Okay, hold on. Let me just do this instead. So like it. Go to the Wikipedia. Herod the Great. And it's in here somewhere. Was a Roman Jewish client of king of the Herodian kingdom of Judea. Okay. Let's just do some quick reading here. Herod also appeared in the Christian Gospel of Matthew as the ruler of Judea, who orders the massacre of the innocent at the time of the birth of Yahushua. Okay. Killing all the male children, remember? The massacre of the innocent at the time of the birth of Yahushua. Although most Herod biographers do not believe that this event occurred, they're in denial. It's funny, that's wild. Okay. Here we go. Successors: Herod, Archelaus, Herod Antipas, Philip the Tetrarch, Salome the First. Oh, here we go. Biography. Herod was born around. This is what I was looking for. Herod was born around 72 BC in Idumea, south of Judea. He was the son of Antipater the Idumean, and Idumean or Idumea. That's the Greek way of saying Edom. Let me see. Let's smack that there. Edom. Oh, snap. See, this is what I was digging for. It's been a while since I did it, so the Spirit always leads you to what you need. The water, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the water. Edom was an ancient kingdom in Transjordan, located between Moab to the east and Arab to the west, and divided between the present day southern Israel and Jordan. Edom appeared in the written sources relating to the late Bronze Age and to the Iron Age and the Levant. Edomites are related in several ancient sources, including the Tanakh. A list of the Egyptian pharaohs said, there's some good reading here, but I'm not going to get into it. My whole point is to show you that fox. And I wanted to find, I can't remember where it was, that goes into that relationship between Herod's parents. Get your ass down off of here. This dog just jumped on my bed. It just jumps on the bed. Okay, let me go back. It kind of messed me up here. Okay, and I'm going to let this video play. Okay, so I can further expound on it more. Again, this is all showing you that video on the terrors and the enemy and the Edomites, Okay, where's that video? Sinner, Matthew 13. So, let me let this video play here. This is an example of Herod. Herod's probably light-skinned just like this guy, probably similar in looks. Hold up. Now that I mentioned that, hold up. Let me do this. And I'm not saying he looks similar to him. I'm just out of curiosity. Herod. That's him, Antipas, this one here. Look at that there. Probably has somewhat woolly hair, somewhat. The characteristics of a so-called biracial child. That's one parent is so-called white, the other one is so-called black. This is real common in today's world. A lot of black men birthing out, having babies with so-called white women, like I have 2 or 3, possibly 4, by a couple of white women. You just don't know these days. Women just laying around with different men, so I can't really claim it as mine. But I know 2 of them are that I've always been around. I've always been with since birth. And even then, well, my kids look like me. They got my ears, hairline, all that shit, man. And this is Herod. again, he probably carried some characteristics of a so-called Negro. Again, he was posing as, and that's why the Lord called him a fox. You know, a deceiver. He wasn't going around tricking motherfuckers, doing magic tricks. Anyway, so let me let this video play, and then we're gonna come right back here to this to the tares in the wheat. This is scriptural. This is scriptural, and this is going on a lot to this day. You know, a lot of well, I can't say a lot. There's black women that are going to these Edomites looking for some financial stability and comfort, and they go and lay with the enemy. You know, thinking that, and that's the thing with these women, man. That pretty much they destroy themselves. You know, they're tainted, so the Lord has no more use for them. You know, opening their legs up to anybody and everybody for the sake of comfort, for the sake of getting paid. And anyway, let me let this video play. This is like a hero.
This was working at a gas station.
We have no money to pay lawyers. They just shut us up.
My mom told me on a few occasions.
You can see it's his child. You can see it. You know, and there's actual proof that come out that your boy Clinton is a Rothschild.
When she was threatened.
He and told leave them alone because we gonna come up missing.
You know, an Edomite don't give a damn what he lays with. Yeah, I can't see nowhere in this woman's his life that she was like fine.
She was also pushed out a 2-story window where she got a metal plate in her foot. To this day, she still feels scared of speaking.
And they was trying to get information where Bobby Williams was so they can give her, you know, I guess some hush money.
In fact, my mother did receive 7-1.
You can see it. You can see it. But again, you can. Hey, those terrorists, man. That look, terrorists look, especially the ones that look like damn near like a so-called Negro, man. When they grow up around a lot of so-called Negroes, man, they pick up a lot of characteristics of acting like niggas. Not that they have the groove and the rhythm. It was one of the main ones I grew up with. It was actually, I was around, we were together a lot, you know, together a lot. I'm thinking, oh man, he's a friend, but to him, this motherfucker was just looking for someone to further help him in his wickedness. And I mean from middle school, I can remember from middle school on that this guy was always not, you know, always looking to do wrong and looking to do evil, man. His speech, the way he acted, the way he ate, you know, the awkwardness. He was awkward in playing sport. I mean, awkward. Oh, man. Let me get to that Matthews. Another parable, Matthew 13:24. Another parable he put forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up, he brought forth fruit. Then appeared the tares also. So the servant of the household came and said unto him, Sir, is not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? So amongst whatever he was trying to grow, weeds was in it as well. And the weeds damn near resembled the actual the good fruit, you know, but didn't sprout any good fruit, you know. He said unto them, an enemy hath done this. So the servant of the household came and said unto him, Sir, didst thou Didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both them grow together until the harvest. And the harvest is the end of the world, which the scriptures specify. And in the time of the harvest, I will say to the reapers, which the reapers is going to be the angels, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Another parable he put forth, and saying unto them, The kingdom of heaven is like a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed in the least of all seeds, but when it is grown, it is the greatest among herbs, and becometh a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge on the branches thereof. Another parable spake he unto them, The kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven, which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of meal till the whole was leavened. All these things spake Yahushua unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them, because these parables were speaking for only certain ones to understand this very fact. Tell a nigga that that's a terror. You tell niggas, period, that Clinton's son, the one in the video that's not a so-called Negro, man, they gonna look at you like you crazy, man. And just like these same stupid asses that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, their child, they was claiming that child is black now, man, when neither his mama or daddy are Israelites. You see what happens? You know, that's how it's so easy for the enemy to come in and infiltrate, you know? And that's why you still have these same heathens amongst our people posing as brothers, black, you know, foxes. All these things spake Yahushua unto the multitude in parables, without a parable he spake not unto them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables, which parables are what? I will open my mouth in parables.
Strong's G 3850. Parabole.
Okay, let's find out what the parable is, which one relates to the actual scripture. A placing of one thing by the side of another, juxtaposition as of ships in battle, a comparison of one thing with another, likeness or similitude. A, definitely an example by which a doctrine or precept is illustrated. B, a narrative, a fictitious but agreeable to the law and usage of human life, by which either the duties of men or the things of the Most High, particularly the nature and history of the Most High's kingdom, are figuratively portrayed. Okay, a parable, an earthly story with a heavenly meaning. There you go. D is perfect. Okay, a picture or instructive saying involving some likeness or comparison and having perceptive or admonitory force. Okay. So an earthly story with a heavenly meaning. Okay. Remember, the people ain't spiritual at all. They're not going to understand spiritual things, those that are not spiritual, you know, because it wasn't given to them, like the scripture says. I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. The tares explained. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. And the field is the world, which again, the scripture is going to specify these things, if I even get to that point further down. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, which are what? Israelites. The children of the kingdom are what? Israelites. You can't get around that. which you go into Romans 9, the promise, the inheritance, okay, the covenant. You go into that show you it's Israelites, okay. I'm not, you can get it for yourself. The field is the world, the good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. Ooh. Again, Romans 9, Psalms, which is thy sword. The scripture, which is thy sword, referring to these damn devils, the wicked, which is thy sword. Who's the one that who's banished and garnered, who's displaying of the sword to this day, which the sword is weapons, guns, you know, pull you over for a ticket. They got their hand on the gun, you know. It's the wicked one. The enemy that sold them is the devil. Devils are the physical manifestation of the physical being Satan, spiritual being Satan. So these devils are physically walking the earth. Who the enemy that sold them is the devil. Come on, who else what other nation on earth is actually referred to as, oh, that's a devil, man. That's a devil, man. You know, even if you don't even know if it's an Israelite or not, it's just that flesh that represent that so-called white flesh. When you hear which is common in the hood, you ask a brother in the hood, be like, you know, having a conversation about so-called white person, they're always referred to as what? Man, those devils, man. Those are devils, man. Those are devils, man. You know, even to this day, you know, that's one of the main ways one of the main names I refer to so-called white people as, man, them devils, man. Man, them is devils, man. You know, and even if they are jakes, man, cause as hell. If the 2/3 consist of what? A bunch of niggas, so-called black people, which are what? A bunch of goddamn black devils, man. You know, so don't say, oh, he's a racist, which I am, but against Edomites, the devils, man. You know, I hate them motherfuckers. Just like King David hated them motherfuckers. Just like Yahweh Shemi Hashai hates them. But IUIC don't. ISUPK don't. You know, God hates the white man. I don't hate white people. But God hates them. The enemy that sold them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. You know? As therefore the tares are gathered and burnt in the fire, so shall it be in the end of the world. Cause some niggas, them tares that look like so-called black folks, man, ain't gonna be on those ships. You know, you're saying, whew, I made it. Ain't gonna be none of that. You know, the enemy, the so-called white man, and his offspring, his babies, they ain't none of them making it. You know, especially when if they're here in Babylon. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, okay, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the son of the kingdom, in the kingdom of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let them hear. So old Billy Boy, you know, your boy, even though he
$100 bill,
he got double whammy, you know. He been an Edomite, been on this side, you know. He's just getting a double whammy. You know, who gives a damn about whatever troubles and problems and tribulations he went through in this world? The Most High is still going to burn him. You know, he still doesn't apply as an Israelite, you know, that's bearing his cross and is out here struggling and just hit under these curses. You know, this is just an Edomite that's just got the double whammy. He's going to burn on this side and then come into the kingdom, born into the kingdom as a slave, period. You know, but I'm going to close here. I didn't mean to carry on with this as long as I did. Not really long, but I could have just gotten to the point. I have fun getting this word, man, pushing this word and this truth, you know. So anyway, I hope we're informed and edified. Okay, till next time, Lord willing. Shalom.